Hi everybody. January is a Tamil Heritage Month celebrated in Canada and I think from other countries too. And as a Tamil, I decided to explore my identity as a Tamil. And our culture, traditions, clothes, all these things are my identity. But there is one more identity which really made me really very uncomfortable. That is the Tamil genocide. So we carry that in us no matter how far we go in life. We come all the way to Canada, other countries, but we still carry that pain and all what we have gone through and our ancestors have gone through in us. So the Tamil genocide is part of my identity. And I started to explore, I started to heal myself, I started to make peace with that identity because it's so amazing, wonderful to share the good things about life. There's pride to talk about so many things, but when it comes to talk about Tamil genocide, it only gives the pain, the suffering, the it feels very hard. So I decided to do some work on that just to make me, become very comfortable with it. So I did a work on, putting all what I have gone through in this piece of paper as an artwork. And one thing happened to most of us is we were either in detention camp or refugee camps. Most of the Tamils have been through a detention camp or refugee camp. And today, as pandemic hits and we are in lockdown, and everybody says our mental health has increased and we are suffering because of this lockdown. But compared to this lockdown, the detention camp experience is not the same. It is worse than, it's not we are still in our own house. We are not interacting with other people, but we are still living in our own space with our own freedom within our space. But detention camp, there is no freedom, there is fear of death, fear of what will happen. So that is part of my journey of my identity. Also, we were totally disconnected from the world. 1990, when the Ulam War II, broke, we lost electricity, we lost the land connection with the rest of the Sri Lanka. So Jaffna is, I'm from Jaffna, and Sri Lanka is like this. I just drew roughly. And it is Jaffna is a peninsula, and it is covered by Indian Ocean, and there is a small part which connects with the rest of the Sri Lanka. And the Sri Lankan army, they blocked this road path. So we were isolated, and also we didn't have any phone connection with the rest of the world. We didn't have electricity. We were totally, isolated. And that is another, identity. I carry it within me. And while we were in detention camp and refugee camp during 1987, when the Indian peacekeeping force came, and while I was in the detention camp in 1996, there is somebody called head shaker, Talayati in Tamil. So this guy is fully covered and he will stand in front of us and he will give the information to the army whether this person belongs to the freedom fighter or not. So there are people accidentally be taken by the this guy, giving this false information. Nobody doesn't know who this guy. So that is another scary part of meeting the army. And when they come for checking, when they come for search raids, we don't know what is our what will happen to us, what will be our destiny. Even though 1987 I was just 7 years old, and but still that fear, what was happening around me, I kind of carry it with me, and I can feel that pain within me. And as we didn't have the land to travel through, we used the boats to travel and escape from the Jaffna. So people have gone to India by boats, and we have refugees there. And people have come all the way to Canada, Vancouver by ship. And I left Jaffna in 1995 during the displacement, and we traveled through the Klali Lagoon by the boat. So the boat journey is also a very identity for Tamils who escaped and who went, out of the country, even to other parts of Sri Lanka. We all carry that identity within us. And we buried a lot of people. So 1995, when the air bombing happened in my village, Nawali, I saw the pile of dead bodies. And that memories, I don't think so I will ever forget. It is in me, and I carry it with me. And this is the identity, we don't want to talk about. It reminds us the pain, the hardship, the what we have gone through. But the Tamil genocide is my identity. And the more we speak, the more we become truth about ourselves, what we have gone through, what we carry within us, and the healing through our truth and authenticity. We will bring that peace to our own hearts and to the world. And I will say we Tamils are resilient. We have survived through everything to come to this point in our lives, and we still survive through. And we have, the world looks at us as terrorists. 2011, I visited France. I was with a group of Canadians, and I'm the only one who held the Sri Lankan passport with me. And I was the only one who was held at the France airport for further investigations and questions, because I was seen as terrorist. Every time I go through the airport security with the Sri Lankan passport, it was questioned. So I know it's not only, we face the genocide, and we still, we faced as, we were suicide bombers, we were bad people, we created this war, we are, and still we carry all those things in us. But we are the survivors, we are the thrivers, and we carry that in us as an identity to move on in life. Thank you.